In this video, we will learn about the physical quality of life index, what we call PQLI. This index was developed in 1979 by the economist David Morris under the Overseas Development Council (ODC). It was created as an alternative to the pure economic measures like we have the GDP per capita, which fail to compare the real human welfare. The purpose of this is to assess the living conditions in developing countries. Okay, so later developments in this were the PQLI was largely replaced by the Human Development Index, what we call HDI, in 1990s. Okay, so later it was developed, it is further replaced by HDI, which expanded the framework to include economic factors also. Now, the definition of the PQLI, what we call the Physical Quality of Life Index, it is a composite index that measures the quality of life based on three fundamental, physical and social indicators. So for this, we have three indicators, what we call the life expectancy first. Life expectancy at birth. Okay, this is one of the indicator. Second is the infant mortality rate. And next we have the basic literacy rate. That is basic literacy rate. Okay, so unlike GDP based measures, the PQLI focuses on health and education outcomes, making it useful for comparing well-being across nations, especially in the low-income countries. Now, these core indicators, that is the life expectancy at birth, infant mortality rate, and basic literacy rate. So, what are their measurements? So, this life expectancy at birth, it is measured as average years a newborn is expected to live. Okay, so it is measured by average years a newborn is expected to live. Okay, so what does it reflect? It reflects healthcare, nutrition, and sanitation. The first, life expectancy at birth. Second, we have the infant mortality rate. Okay, so how do we measure it? It shows us deaths per 1,000 live births before age 1. So it shows us deaths per 1,000 live births before age 1. Okay, before age 1, and we will also with an example learn how to calculate it. So what does this reflect? It reflects, or it indicates, the maternal health and medical access. Okay, this IMR. Lastly, we have the basic literacy rate. So it is measured by the percentage of population aged 15 plus who can read and write. Okay, so it shows us the percentage of population aged 15 plus who can read and write. Okay, so what does it reflect? It measures the education access and human capital. Now, how is this PQLI calculated? So PQLI is calculated by, that is, we take the life expectancy index or life expectancy index. To this we add the infant mortality index, and we add the literacy index, and we divide it by 3. Okay, now each component is converted into a score from 0 to 100. Okay, so this is converted from 0 to 100. This infant mortality, it is also from 0 to 100, this index, and this basic literacy is also constructed as an index from 0 to 100. Now 0 denotes, in each case 0 denotes the worst observed global performance. So it shows us the worst observed, global performance, and 100 denotes the best observed global performance. Now let us explain it with an example. Let us say if we have in a country where life expectancy index is equal to 70 and infant mortality index is equal to 80 and literacy index is equal to 90, then PQLI, that is physical quality of life index, will be equal to life expectancy at index, which is 70, plus infant mortality, which is 80, and we have the literacy index, which is 90, and we divided by 3. So PQLI will be equal to, so it comes out to be now it is 17 24 upon 3. So we get here 3 ones are 3 8s are, so we get 80 as the physical quality life index of this economy, hypothetically. I hope I make myself clear in this video. Thank you.